Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and I am super excited about these projects that we're going to be doing. We're going to be making a little sit-about knick-knack that could go really in any room in your house that is going to involve some tarnished silver sugar and creamer dishes that I thrifted at Goodwill over the last week. It's going to also involve some faux succulents, and I stumbled on the best deal for succulents because they can be expensive if you buy them at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann. So I have a real super affordable way to get these, and then this. And so it should be really fun. As you're hopping on, say hello and let me know that I'm not just standing in my craft room talking to myself. Okay, so let me give you the quick story. I went to one of my favorite Goodwills earlier this past week, and I picked up 4 pieces of silver, of tarnished silver that looked like this. They looked so bad, and whoever did the pricing must have had absolutely no idea if anyone would even want these. They were like, 2 of them were 89 cents and one of them, and the other 2 were $1.09. So of course I snapped them up. These are not as nice or as pretty as these. Look how gorgeous those are. And they were super tarnished. They were looking, you know, they were looking like this, because this is the lid off of the, this is the lid off of this one. These were, I think these 2 were $1.09, and the other 2 that I got were 89 or 99 cents. Okay, so then I went a few days ago, and I found a couple more. I found this beautiful piece and this. These were both very tarnished as well. And I don't usually polish my silver because I kind of like the look of that, but I decided just to mix it up. This is what I used. Wright's silver polish. It's a pain in the rear end for sure. I got a real workout trying to get these cleaned up. And they're not perfect, but look, you guys, look how beautiful this one is right here. And it's got engraved a W on it. Okay, so that's the story. Then I have been looking at pictures on Pinterest of beautiful things that you can do for spring arrangements, little sit-abouts that you can make using creamer and sugar dishes, succulents, nests, and and greenery. And so I'm going to show you. And let's start with the succulents. Okay, so I was looking at Goodwill, at Dollar Tree for some succulents, and they want like $1.25 a piece. Well, then I saw this arrangement sitting nearby the succulents, and I thought, I wonder if that's $3 or $5. Nope, this was $1.25, and you guys look how many succulents are in there. So move this out of my way here. So I just proceeded to pull them out. And let me show you. I think for $1.25 for this whole entire thing, that it's a fabulous deal. So all of these will come out, and you can put them in an arrangement. They even have a stem on them. And this whole thing, I probably won't keep the little pot, although you could. And you could do something different with it if you wanted. But anyways, I thought this was a fabulous deal. So those are the succulents that we'll be using. And then I have, let's see, I have a little nest. I know I have a whole bag of nests that I've collected over the years, but I cannot put my fingers on them. So I'm going to use one of these, which was probably a super inexpensive nest that I got once upon a time. It had a little bird in it. I took the bird out because I want to use these new little Tiffany blue eggs that I got at my local antique mall, Queen of Hearts. So I'm going to put one or two in here. So I took the bird out. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. I took a few minutes. Let me think, how do I want to do this? I took a few minutes and crammed some floral foam, whatever this stuff is called, in my container so I'd be all ready to go. And I purchased some new packages, so these are nice and soft, at Dollar Tree of reindeer moss. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be generous with it because it was $1.25. And I am just going to put a bunch of hot glue on the top, not on the silver, but on the top of this floral foam. And I'm going to glue some moss to it. This is a messy project. Okay. So that is what I have. Do I really need to add any more glue in here? Maybe a little bit more around the edges. What do you guys think so far? Okay, so let's see. Somebody's saying, are these live plants? No, they're not. What I'm using today are faux succulents from Dollar Tree. This reindeer moss, I suppose you could say it is alive, but it's not a living, breathing plant. Okay. And just so you know, in my family, I did not inherit the flower arranging skills. My sister got all of that. I am crafty, but I'm not great with doing floral arrangements. So here's my pretty little dish. And I'm going to use some of these faux succulents that I pulled out of my little Dollar Tree pot. And I want, which side do I want this side to be the front with the W, so let me start in the back. So I think I got, in all, I got like five pieces of succulents for $1.25 for each one. And I was thinking, although I probably won't do it with this, that I could put a small nest on it. And this was a nest that I made from scratch from one of those teeny little round grapevine wreath things that you can get at Dollar Tree many years ago. I need to look and see if I can find my video tutorial on it. I was thinking that I could put a really teeny little nest on here, but even this one is too big. So we're just going to fill in with various succulents, and then and I'm going to leave this reindeer moss. Put that there. Spilling out the front. And I could go so far as to, oh heck, I could put our sweet little bird that came off the other project in here, and that would be, I think I will. I think I'll glue him to the moss. So let me tell you about the silver stuff. Every time I go to a thrift store, and then we'll keep working, I always look at the aisle that has wood stuff and metal, silver, and that kind of thing. And you would be so surprised what you can find. Sometimes the person who who does the pricing will see something like this, even if it's tarnished like this, and they'll know, and they'll mark it $7 or $8. Then other times it might be, I think I paid $3.09 for this specific one, and I paid $3.09 also for this beautiful piece. So it's just completely the, I don't want to say luck, because I don't believe in luck, but it's totally random how you might get a good deal one time and then not so much the next time. Okay, I'm going to glue our little bird on here. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. When I figure out where this is going to go live, I will get a picture for you. And I will clean all the dust and the glue strings off. But this whole thing cost $3.09 for the piece of silver. These succulents here were $1.25 from Dollar Tree. Part of this reindeer moss was $1.25, and I don't know what that little bird was, but pretty sweet, easy to create, and I love it. Okay, so let's move on and let's do these. All right, and I'm just going to put a nest in one of them. The other one, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I haven't. Maybe I'll do the succulents for that one too. So let me pull these out. And obviously I'm not going to put like 3 pots of succulents all sitting together. I will tuck them away in my bookshelves or someplace else. Okay, so these have the chloroform or whatever you call that stuff in it. Let's start out with some reindeer moss. And I'm just gluing that to the foam, not to the silver, because I'm sure at some point I will take these apart and reimagine them into something different. I do that all the time. Okay. Sherry says that her Goodwill is expensive with nasty stuff. You know what? There are 2 Goodwills that I like to go to. One is technically in Cumming, Georgia, and the other is technically in Roswell, Georgia. And they both go through those phases too, where there's just absolutely nothing worthwhile in them. They're dirty, they're messy, it looks like nobody's straightened up in years. And then sometimes I'll go and I'll find a ton of stuff. So it is just totally random, if you ask me, and not predictable when you're gonna find anything good or not. Okay, I'm just gonna fill this other one. You probably don't have to glue your moss in if you don't want to. I know that this will keep it from coming out and getting everywhere. Put a little glue in here. Okay. Kim says she needs some birdhouse project ideas for her little grandson's school project. Oh, how fun. I love those kind of things. Okay, so I have this one nest, and then I have 5 succulents again. And let's start with the nest, and I am going to grab an egg or 2 out of here. We'll try one. I was wishing some Spanish moss, because I would definitely add to this, but I don't. So. Okay, I'm going to lay this on here so that the speckled side of the egg is up. I may come back and add a few more. I don't know. Okay, and which side do I want to be the front? I think I want this side to be the front. And let's do this nest. We're going to do this one. Maybe I'll do that one. And I will look to see if I can find the video where I made this. It's not hard at all. It's just sticks from the yard. Okay, so we'll do a nest in that one. Let's go ahead and where do I want this to go? This is really almost too easy to do. And this one's little. I might just put 3 little succulents in that. I think I will. You could add a ribbon or some lace or some other greenery into it. Maybe we'll do that. I pulled out some pieces. I was thinking we could pop them in the back. Might not be strong enough for me to even get it in there. Let's see. No, this is not going to work. Hang on. Yeah, I just pulled a bunch of little bits and pieces of stuff out, thinking that I could, who knows what I would want to use. So anyways, I don't know if I'll leave that stuff in the back or not, but what do you guys think? Isn't that pretty? And so super easy. Now to go with this one, I'm going to put a nest in here, and I do want to do a little bit of some this. I want this kind of to be sticking up in the back. This is so my kind of a project because I love to do things. Yes, they're fake succulents. They came from Dollar Tree. They were in this little pot by the fake succulents that they have, and the whole pot was $1.25, so I couldn't resist it. Let's stick a little something bigger in here too. It might have been smarter to do the stuff pushed into the floral foam before I start with the moss. Anyways. Okay, and for this one, I just want to put a little nest on here. What do you guys think? Would this be pretty? Go in here. Wouldn't these two be pretty together? Oops. Okay, let me glue this nest on. So look how pretty this little set is. And this silver was so tarnished, it looked like this. It was terrible. I don't know how long it had been sitting on the shelf, but clearly nobody wanted it. And of course I couldn't resist it. So anyways, my desk is a complete disaster. And I just wanted to show you these couple of ideas. Tell me in the comments what you think. Feel free to sprinkle. If you come back later, I will get some good pictures. And I'll try to stage them in my house over the weekend or early next week. And the nest is not needed, Jean says. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I like it to have something different. This little bird needs to be facing the other direction. But anyways, come back and look here in the comments and then check back later next week to see what I do with these. Keep your eyes open for tarnished silver. I mean, it can look really terrible. And with a little bit of elbow grease and some silver polish, you can make it into something. This one right here looked as bad as this. It seriously did. And it's not perfect. It still has spots and stuff. But it's just beautiful. I think the creamer with the succulents. Oh, thank you, Peg. She says that's her favorite. Alrighty. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. Come back to check out photos. Don't hesitate to ask questions. I really don't have too much information about this, which is where my succulents came from, except that it came from Dollar Tree today on my way home, and it was $1.25, and it had 5 little succulents inside of it that I just pulled out and put in these projects. Alrighty. Have a blessed day. Thanks for joining me doing this or this. That is a heart. Feel free to sprinkle. Don't hesitate to ask questions.